welcome back to Steve and Jenny's Star Tour. I'm Steven, this is Jenny, and today we finished the original trilogy with Return of the Jedi.
Yay.
Jenny, what'd you think?
I really like this one a lot.
Yeah.
I know I keep saying that about all the other ones, but...
Don't worry, you won't for the next couple.
Yeah, I thought this one was really strong.
Yeah, I like it too. A lot of people don't like this one as much. People say this is the weakest in the trilogy, and I agree, but I still really enjoy it.
I don't know. I really like this one.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
I think my favorite parts has to be Luke and Darth Vader's interactions.
Yes, I love that. Especially the final confrontation with the two of them.
Yes.
I'll get to this when we do like the play-by-play of the movie, but like fucking Jedi's Fury, man. I'll get to that later. That's the song that I love so much. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't like this one as much. Some people just outright don't like it, and I disagree. I really enjoy this movie. Like, it's not as strong as Empire, definitely, but it does have a lot of really good things going for it. The beginning, however, is not one of those things. So we start off with Luke going to save Han from Jabba the Hutt. I don't know about you, to me this is the weakest part of the film.
I think it could have been like 10 minutes shorter.
Yeah. I feel like it's just... I don't know, like, it starts pretty cool, how, like, we get to see Jabba the Hutt in all his glory, you know, and we see Han's fate and everything, and that's fine. But, like, I don't know. There's a lot of, like, weird creatures in that. Like his little pet that you fucking hated.
Yeah.
I hated it too.
But see, I disagree. I think, yeah, maybe it was 5 to 10 minutes too long, but I think we needed something that's not, like, a part of the main story.
Oh, no,
but
yeah.
It was something to bring us back into the world, and it really showed us how far Luke has come. He right away, Jedi mind tricks, right away he was formulating this whole ginormous plan.
Yeah.
With everyone involved, Lando, Leia, everyone, just to rescue
noticed.
his friend.
I don't know if you noticed, he also used Vader's technique and force choked the guards.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
Right away we see how strong he's gotten between 5 to this one. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, maybe it was 5 to 10 minutes too long, but I think it was important to have something not directly related to the Empire and Rebellion to happen for Luke to show off, this is where I am now.
Yeah, I think that it's a very strong thing because of that. Like, I don't hate the Jabba the Hutt scenes by any stretch. I just think it's the weakest part of the movie, in my opinion. I will, however, say, all these years later, Jedi Rock still sucks. It was that song number with the CG characters.
Yeah, that was weird.
That sucked. Like, Jedi Rock sucks.
That was weird.
That was edited in post, obviously, for the re-release. It's not good. I don't think there's a single person out there who likes Jedi Rock. It's bad. But I do think that there are a lot of cool scenes in that where, like, when Leia comes in with Chewbacca and Leia's all like disguised as a bounty hunter.
Yeah, I thought it was Luke.
Bomb.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you thought it was Luke.
I thought it was
Luke. Which is why, like, when you're like, "That's Luke," I'm calling it. I'm just like, "You're close." Yeah. So here's the big thing that I want to ask before we continue. How do you like Han and Leia now?
Much better.
Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, their chemistry in this is a lot better.
The chemistry is much more well written in this one than 5.
I agree.
So I actually ship them.
Yeah. We did it.
Yes. I am a true fan.
She has been converted to the dark side.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so yeah, she saved him, and Han delivers some great lines in the opening.
Yeah.
From like, my vision's getting better. Instead of a big dark blur, I see a big light blur. That's one of my favorite Han lines. Yeah, and Luke got to be a total badass in this one, and Boba Fett was there. Boy, what a wasted character. Oh man.
He doesn't have like a fan base, does he?
He did.
Oh.
Boba Fett's one of those characters that was like really hyped up because he was so cool.
Yeah.
And then he just did nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
And God damn it, they did it again later on. We'll get to that when we get to the sequels, but there's a character in the sequels who kind of suffers the same fate as Boba Fett.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, it is. Lucas in particular was very upset about that. So, not George Lucas, our friend Lucas.
Yes.
Who I host a gaming channel with Game of the Bloodies. Shameless plug. Anyway. It's my channel, I can do what I want. Yeah, so... What'd you think of the Rancor?
The what?
The big monster that Luke fought in the pit.
Oh,
The Rancor, yeah. The big fucking stop motion thing.
It was cool.
Yeah.
We didn't see much of him.
No, not really. But Rancor's just one of those things that, like... It's one of those creatures that, like, sticks in minds with people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Rancor's been referenced a lot of times, and in a lot of the Star Wars video games, there are, like, boss battles against Rancors.
Okay.
It's just one of those type of monsters that's just really cool. Like, it's really big, it's got, like, huge fucking claws, and,
yeah.
like, it's just visually cool, I think. Aside from all that fucking, like, drool.
Oh, we're talking the one... Okay, I know which one you're talking about now.
Well,
I thought you meant the one where they were, like, trying to make them walk the plank into the
Oh, the Sarlacc.
Yeah.
That one's cool, too.
Okay, that one...
Sarlacc.
Okay, you're talking about the one...
Yeah, the Rancor.
Okay,
yeah.
now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Both are cool.
Yes.
Sarlacc, I think, is only ever used in this movie.
Okay.
Because it's never really brought up
But
again.
yes, I like the one in the pit a lot.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Rancor's a cool creature. And yes, the movie moves into the Sarlacc pit, which I gotta point out, when the Sarlacc, one of its tentacles, like, at one point Lando falls onto the ground, and Han's trying to grab him back, and one of the Sarlacc's tentacles grabs Lando, and he just goes, "Ah!" And it's the funniest sound.
Yeah.
I love that so much. It's so fucking good. I also like how fucking R2-D2 is just a waiter on top of his cruise ship, and C-3PO is his translator, and I gotta bring it up. Slave Leia.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta bring it up. It's every Star Wars fan, like every Star Wars boy growing up watching Star Wars. It's their big fantasy. You know, all these years later, I'm watching. Carrie Fisher like rocked that outfit.
Oh, damn right she did.
Rocked that outfit, and she killed Jabba.
Yeah,
She
good for her.
strangled him.
Good for her.
Yeah, definitely.
She's like a badass.
Oh yeah, Leia's fucking fantastic. She's a huge fan favorite, and there's good reason for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So after Han is rescued, Luke goes back to visit Yoda one last time, and then Yoda dies.
I still can't believe that.
Right? Like he's such a beloved character, introduced in Episode 5, and everyone's like, "Oh man, I love Yoda. I want to see more of him." And he dies.
First half an hour.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, but he does deliver some like really wise words and everything, and he does inform Luke that, hey, there's another Skywalker. You have a sister. Guess who it is?
The one you kissed.
Yeah.
No, she kissed him actually. So.
Yeah. And then Obi-Wan showed up and was like, yeah, they have a sister. And also they confirmed, and he's like, Luke's like, so is Vader my father? And they're like, yeah, Vader's your dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck, Ben? Why didn't you tell me? And it's like, I mean, it was true from a certain point of view. And he's like, fuck off.
Yep.
Yeah, wow, I just no, never mind. I was gonna say it's the last time we see Obi-Wan, and I'm like, wait, no, the ending. So then, there really is no, like, in the other movies there's kind of like a first, second, and third act. This movie's kind of just like 2 acts. The first act is Jabba, and then the rest of the movie is just Endor. You know?
Yeah.
So they recoup at everyone, they go to the forest moon of Endor. Talk about the Ewoks, Jenny.
I love the Ewoks. I would die for the Ewoks. No one better hurt the Ewoks.
Yeah, they're just adorable little teddy bears.
It's Build-A-Bear come to life, and I'm here for it.
I like them. Some people don't.
Well, they're wrong.
Yeah, I like them.
Sorry, you're wrong.
So, considering C-3PO is your favorite character, do you like how they worship him as a god?
It's all coming together as I planned.
That was great.
Yeah,
I love
C-3PO hands down has been my favorite character so far. Ewoks are like my favorite creature, I guess we would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah, C-3PO's great in this movie.
He's great in every movie.
And can't talk about Return of the Jedi without talking about the Emperor. Goddamn, Emperor Palpatine. I fucking love him. He's so sassy. And so, like that one scene where he's like, I'm afraid the Death Star will be fully operational when your friends arrive. And I'm like, what a dick. I love him.
He's a very good villain.
Yeah, he's so good. Ian McDiarmid, there's a reason why he plays him in every Star Wars movie he's in. He's fucking fantastic. He brings it home every time. Especially, I can't wait till we get to this. He is amazing in Episode 3. He's so good. But yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna ask the really stupid question here. That's not Darth Vader's dad, is it?
It's complicated.
Oh boy. Because he keeps saying it runs in the family, and I'm like...
It's complicated.
Are we doing a three-generation thing here?
No, the answer is yes and no. So, this isn't going to make any sense to you until we watch the prequels.
Alright, so we'll skip it then. We'll skip it.
Technically, yes, but technically no.
Alright, we'll just skip it for
now. And even then, if anyone watching this just saw the movies and didn't even read any of the Star Wars comics, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about either. Like literally, it's revealed in a comic. So,
oh no.
But it's a canon.
This is Kingdom Hearts mobile game all over.
Literally, and it's an important plot point too. Anyway, so he's great. I also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Ian McDiarmid is a Shakespearean actor, and it really shows in like his dialect and the way he talks.
Yes.
Like any other villain would be like, strike me down and your journey to the dark side will be complete. But he's like, strike me down and your journey will be complete.
Yeah,
he really like emphasizes, and it's great. It really works for the character.
Yeah.
And I remember, I as I'm watching it, I'm noticing just he moves his mouth way more than he should. You know, and it just works. Like it's Sheev Palpatine, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, his first name is Sheev. I'd like to point that out. It's never said in the movies, but it's said by George Lucas. So there you go.
Okay.
But yeah, he's fantastic. And he's wicked powerful, as we see it in the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So throughout the thing, Luke is like trying to figure out like, I have to turn my father back, because he's like, I gotta do it. I sense good in him because he didn't kill me.
Yes, I like that a lot. I like that it's Luke's internal struggle of what do I do what's best for the rebellion, what do I do what's best for my friends, what do I do what's best for my dad.
It's a whole struggle. And you were saying how like Luke kind of does nothing in this movie, but he does everything by doing nothing.
Right, I came to that conclusion.
Yeah, and that's...
After thinking about it, he really does save the day by doing nothing.
Yeah.
And it's weird to say.
And the thing is like, he does nothing, but he doesn't do nothing, because like he's not fighting the big battle with like the everything, but he's fighting his own personal battle.
Right.
And that's kind of more where the focus of a Jedi should be, is their own inner struggle.
Yes.
And I like that. And I just love Luke, like as a character.
Yeah,
like, I Mark Hamill always in everything I love Mark Hamill and like everything he does. But yeah, it's so good. And Han in this movie.
Oh, so good.
So good in this movie. Like there's that one scene where where the Imperials show up and they tell him to freeze, and then like all the Ewoks show up and Han's just like so funny.
I think I can hotwire it and the other door closes. Nope.
And then the callback to this time Han says I love you and Leia says I know.
I love that. I appreciate that. That was good. Yeah. That shows their chemistry. Mm-hmm. That's good writing.
Yeah, there you go. I told you, like
they're not about to. I mean, like it's a big battle scene, but one's not literally being frozen to death this time. Yeah. So it's okay to joke around, and yes, you can say that. That is good chemistry. I approve.
I also absolutely adore Han's facial expression when Leia tells him that Luke is. He's just like, He didn't, but he might as well have mouthed that. Oh, that's great.
That was good.
Oh, it's so good. But yeah, it's just a really solid movie, like through and through, and like the scene, like all the scenes with Lando in the ship and everything, like it shows just how good of a general he is.
Yes.
Because he's really like commanding everyone and doing a great job with that. And like Admiral Akbar, it's a trap.
Yeah.
And that's really all he does.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, he's the admiral and everything overseeing, but like it's really Lando kind of calling the shots.
Oh yeah.
If you noticed it.
Absolutely.
Gotta bring up the fight between Vader and Luke in this movie.
So good.
So good. Especially to when Vader like finds out that like, oh, you have a twin sister. Maybe she'll turn to the dark side, and Luke's like, never! And then A Jedi's Fury plays, and it's one of my favorite songs in all of Star Wars, and it's only ever played in this movie. And I'm so upset, because that song is so underutilized. And that song is like has a huge following, too. Like, people have made edits of, like, Star Wars Rebels episodes.
Oh, that's cool.
Where, spoilers for Star Wars Rebels, and I guess Clone Wars as well. Anakin in Star Wars Clone Wars gets an apprentice named Ahsoka, and she ends up leaving the Jedi Council. In Rebels, she comes back and fights him as Darth Vader, and it's like a rematch between, well, not a rematch, they never fought, but it's Master versus Apprentice. And someone made an edit where they took that scene and they played Jedi's Fury over it, and it's so good! It's so good! I love it. But I love that song so much. And then Luke gets really mad and cuts Vader's hand off. And Palpatine's like, good. Let the hate flow through you. And then Luke's like, nah. I'm a Jedi. And he's like,
okay, now you die. The lightning caught me really off guard, but it was really cool.
Oh, it's so cool.
I'm not gonna lie, it's really
That's
cool.
the thing about Star Wars movies, is like, I think almost every movie introduces a new thing the Force can do.
Yeah.
Like, the second movie introduced, like, moving things. And then this one introduced, like, Force lightning and stuff.
Yeah.
And Force lightning is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's very underutilized. Like, I think only 2 characters in the series, like, in the movies at least, ever use it. It's Palpatine and Count Dooku from Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
He's the Sith Lord before Darth Vader.
Okay.
Like Palpatine's apprentice before Vader.
Okay.
Yeah, he uses it, I think, I'm pretty sure. And then, but yeah, I think it's like other characters in like the games and the shows use it too. But it's such a freaking cool ability.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
And then as he's zapping Luke, Darth Vader's like, nah, fuck this. And
That's
just
my son.
picks him up and throws him off a cliff. And then he explodes. And then he explodes again because the Death Star blows up.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Darth Vader dies in a very bittersweet moment.
Yeah.
That was sad. Considering Darth Vader's my favorite character, it's always hard for me to watch Vader die because when he dies, he's not Darth Vader. He's Anakin Skywalker again. And that, tell your sister you were right. And then the thing that always gets me is that when he finally dies, there's like a really like quiet like music box version of the Imperial March, and that destroys me.
Yeah,
it's
I heard that.
So good. And then Luke gives him like a Viking funeral and everything, and then like everyone's cheering and celebrating, and Celebration is a better song than Yub Nub, fight me. And then we see the Force Ghosts, and Hayden Christensen was there. I'm okay with that. Like, some people are against it. I'm okay with it, because it's the reason why George Lucas did it was because it's the last time he was Anakin Skywalker. I guess you could argue that it was right before his death, but like, do we really want to see a Force ghost of like a fucking like burnt alive, like head split open? Like, I think this is a better choice. Because even in the original movie, he wasn't like that. He was like, he had like hair, and he was just an old man.
Oh.
You know.
Okay.
But I think this was.
Yeah.
I understand why he did this, and I thought it was fine.
Like I said, I think the only thing it needed was a line to tell you it was Anakin for people who have never seen
the prequels, yeah.
Like me, and I don't and didn't have someone like you to tell me that like I kind of assumed it was.
Yeah.
But even just for like Obi to be like, thanks for joining us, Anakin, or like, or even for Luke to go,
Luke just goes, thank you, Father.
Thank you,
something
Father.
Like that. Yeah.
Something as simple as that.
Yeah. They easily could have added it in with all the other shit they added in.
Yeah. That would have been no.
But no, we had to make room for Jedi Rock.
But yeah.
Yeah, I really like this movie. It's not my favorite, as I mentioned. We'll after this video, we're gonna do a full like breakdown, and we're gonna do this after each trilogy. We're gonna do a breakdown of the trilogy and just our overall thoughts of it. So I'll go more into depth there. But yeah, that was Return of the Jedi. Fly casual, Chewie. That's a good line.
Outro.
That's a good line. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.